Okay, g'day guys, and welcome back to SimWorld episode 15. I was actually just having some technical difficulties. The actual stream for some reason didn't want to start, but it looks like it's all working now. We do have some people already in the chat, so let me know, guys, if we are live and everything's working. Yeah, it just wouldn't connect. It was really weird. I had it all going. I thought I had it all going. I think it's actually live now, but let me know. Yep, lovely. Okay, it looks like there's people coming in already. Wow, PGA. It just finished. The broadcast just finished here in Australia. Scotty. I mean, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. He just does it, doesn't he? He just steps up. It's going to be an epic finish. I was pulling for Rahm. I'm not going to lie. Rahm and DeChambeau. But yeah, Rahm for me, I was looking at Rahm and I was going, he's playing well, he's swinging well. So fingers crossed he can have some good golf tomorrow and make it interesting. Nice. So today, a couple of things I want to talk about. I haven't really got much planned for today's episode, but I do want to touch on this guy, the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. Well, not now, it's still in beta and I still don't have access. I've reached out to Rapsodo, so we'll see if we get access. The MLM2 Pro has club data now. Well, it already had club speed. Now in the beta, it looks like we have club path and also angle of attack. So that's amazing to see. I know Ben's done a video on it, so definitely check out Ben's video. But yeah, we have club path, we have angle of attack, which, to be honest, I know club path at least was originally already, when they announced this product, it was supposed to have club path from the start. So potentially it was something that they were going to have and then couldn't get it to a point where it was reliable enough. So they just, turfed it initially. But when this got announced, we were supposed to have club path with it at release. So potentially it was not, not working, and they got it to a state where now they're quite happy with it. And so, yeah, it's currently in beta. It looks like it is in the final stages of beta. And yeah, like Jonathan's saying, it does take a while for that data to come through. So I watched Ben's video and he hit a shot, all the data came up, and then it took like an extra 5 seconds, I think, for club data to come up. To be honest, that's fine. Like, people with club data coming through a little bit later, I think as long as it's accurate, it doesn't really matter. You want the ball data to come through first initially because that's what's going to project the ball in the virtual world. Club data to me is, yeah, that can come through after. It doesn't really matter. It is a slow rollout for club data though, and the MLM2 Pro. I've got to say though, from launch, the MLM2 Pro with the actual data that you get from it has been unreal. It has been amazing. So look, they continue to make the product better. And there were some issues with it at launch. There were quite a lot of issues, especially connectivity issues, but they've resolved a lot of the issues now. And now they're starting to add things to this device. Like, we get the speed training mode. We've got all the different, sections in the application. It's continuing to grow. It's continuing to get better. I had a comment from someone that I responded to this morning saying, subscription fees. They really hate subscription fees. And I responded just by saying, well, yes, it's not good for the consumers to pay subscription fees. I hate paying subscription fees, and I'm paying them on the iMini. I'm paying them on the MLM2 Pro. I still pay those fees like everybody else, and they are really, really frustrating and annoying. However, it does mean that these companies are going to continue to support the product. And you look at the Garmin R10, I mean, that thing's just fallen off the face of the earth. It hasn't had an update for, I don't even know. I can't even remember. But I guess with subscription fees comes hopefully continued support from the company. And that's exactly what we're seeing with the MLM2 Pro. They're continuing to work on this. They're continuing to update it to try and make it the best device they possibly can. And if you are looking for something that you can take outside, you can use inside, like I've said in my videos where I compared the Square to this device, apples and oranges. If you want a device only for indoor, get a Square. If you want it just to play simulator golf, get a Square. If you want something that you can take outside, you can use indoors, doesn't have putting, it has limited use indoors, just get the MLM2 Pro. It's a fantastic device. So yeah, hopefully I get, you know, some sort of beta product code. I've reached out to them, like I said. I messaged Justin. I know he's read my messages because on Facebook you can see he's read my messages. So I see you, Justin. I know you've seen them. So let's hopefully get access to that beta. He didn't respond to me. So nice. A tiered subscription would please a lot of people. What different tiers are you talking about? Like ball data and then like a club data tier or something? If you look at the subscription, I mean, look, I'm the same. When they come round, my iMini, I think it's December time. Every time that thing comes around, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to pay this. But I end up just paying it and yeah, we move on. Jez is in the house. How's it going, mate? There's a few people in. Harris is in. Frugal's in. So there's a few of the well-known. It's good to see Ian as well. In the UK, it'll be about midnight. So it's good to see you, Ian. Who was chasing me up? I forget. Someone sent me a message. I've got to respond to them. They remember. I think it was, I can't remember. I'll have to chase it up. I don't think it was Ian. Other videos as well. So let's talk quickly about Aimpoint. So I've been using Aimpoint Express in my sim. I've released the video to the main channel. It's quite limited in what it shows you. I do have a member video out now. I released it this morning. So if you're a member, go check out that Aimpoint Express video that I did. To me, I'm all about having, and this is when I'm, you know, when I was coaching as well, pre-shot routines and having a system in place that you can use and you can rely on, because ultimately as a golfer you can only control what you're doing and the outcome of the shot is what it's going to be. So that's what it's going to be. You can only control, you know, all your soft skills. You can watch, you can, you know, control your tempo of your practice swings. You can control your breathing. You can control pre-shot routine. So for me, having a system in place and controlling what you can control is going to give you the best, you know, outcome of success for your actual result. So yeah, for me, Aimpoint Express, it's another tool. It's another tool. And look, I think it's fantastic. And I've used it. I taught myself in my sim and I've used it outside successfully. And I know there's people out there that go, it should be banned. It takes way too long. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You go up there and people are going to look at the putt. They're going to walk around it 360. They're going to look at every angle. More often than not, that's going to take longer than just doing aim point. I was playing with these people the other day, and when we walked onto the green, as soon as we walked on, marked my ball, went and felt the two spots that you're meant to in aim point, got out of there, and I knew my read. So it was done in all of 30, 45 seconds. So yeah, people that say it takes way too long, ridiculous. Maybe if you're playing it at elite level on the PGA Tour and you're, you know, playing for millions and millions of dollars, any system can take a long time. And if they do take a long time, put them on the clock and ban them. I think Aimpoint's gotten a bad, what is it, like a bad look, you know, a bit of negativity about it because of the media. The media love to stir up stories. They love to hype things up. And that's just one thing they can pick at. And they can put out these stories and create rage amongst the community and amongst people who, honestly, there's a lot of people that have no idea. And they're sitting at home listening to these commentators, listening to the media and getting misled into, you know, thinking something. So that is my view on it. If you're slow, then put them on the clock, regardless of what system you're using. Complete. Rant complete. Thank you for listening to my rant. Okay, are you going to do a video on the Unicorn XR? So I would love to, Bags, I'd love to do a video on the Unicorn XR. However, unfortunately, here in Australia, Unicorn is controlled by the distributor, essentially, and they have a stronghold on it. And unfortunately, they're the sole, you know, people in Australia that have the XR. So unless Unicorn in the States or, you know, Unicorn in Korea want to send me a unit, there is absolutely no chance I'm going to be able to get my hands on one, unless I buy one, of course. So look, Am I going to get an XR? I'd say very, very, very slim to no chances. So we'll leave it at that. I have contacted Unicore in the States. Like, yeah, I live in Australia, so I think they're going to be very, very reluctant and hesitant to send me anything, even if they can. So unfortunately, that is one of the perks about living down under. Ian saying Aimpoint's great. I had a 3-hour one-to-one with Jack. Okay, that mate, that is my dream. I've been watching him, Ian, on YouTube. I've been watching the videos. I paid for the videos, and he features in them. I would love to go get, a lesson with him. And I'm thinking potentially for the channel. I'm thinking because I'm really struggling with my swing at the moment. I'm just really it's doing my head in. I'm really struggling. So I'm thinking potentially I might do a game improvement series, and I might go and film myself getting a lesson, for instance, and just put it out there. I might film myself getting, some sort of, I'll have focus points. This is what I'm thinking. I'll have focus points. So potentially I'll find somewhere that has swing catalysts, and I'll get a lesson just on, pressure and weight, and, where my weight shift is, and potentially doing a game improvement series that ultimately leads to me playing better golf. World #1, fingers crossed, in the Sim Tour, Sim Golf Tour. Potentially, that's something that I need to look at doing. I don't know how popular that would be, so yeah, let me know your thoughts. But yeah, Jamie Donaldson, man, I'd love to go get a lesson from him. I think the videos are fantastic, to be fair. I've learned so much. I do have a few questions, though. I do have a few questions, and maybe I should email Jamie or, the Aimpoint crew and just say, I've got a few questions. We'll see. Yeah, I've had the focus band on, Jez. I did it when I was doing coaching for what's his name? A&K. When I was doing coaching for Chris, he had the focus band, and I did put that on, and man, it was that was eye-opening. It's pretty cool what you can see. Alex saying that the glass on his MLM2 Pro cracked. Do you think it would work okay without the glass? I think it would work okay. The glass is there just to protect the lens. So I think if the lens is okay, you could, I mean, this is tough because you don't know what glass it is, and you don't know what, how the lens, how that outer protective lens is going to affect. It'd have to be a really high quality, like phone, like proper camera glass. What's the glass called? Because there is a specific photometric glass. I don't know what the name is, but yeah, look, potentially you could try. I'd probably reach out to Rapsodo if they get back to you, and just say, is there any options, or is there anything that you could potentially use that would do the job? But I think if the actual the lens is untouched underneath, then I think you'd be okay. It's just kind of the protective glass that they have on top. So yeah, possibly getting just a piece of like phone glass or something, and then just like gluing it over everything, just like having it over just the black bit there. Potentially you could do something there, like a little fix. Jez is saying, if you have a lesson, I think you should try get to RQ in Queensland. Who's at RQ now, Jez? I might Google that. I have someone in mind that I want to go see, but yeah, I'll see. Who is at RQ? They have gears. Okay. Chris Gibson. I've heard that name before. Yeah, potentially I'll do that. Yeah, we'll see. What else? Course of the week. I think there's no denying course of the week is going to go to Quail Hollow. Let me get the comments turned on. I was just hitting some practice shots just before I went live. But yeah, Quail Hollow, C.E. Stevenson, I mean, he's amazing. Sorry, C.E. Simgolf, Chris Anderson, not C. Stevenson's. Yeah, Chris has done just an insane job with this course. You know, it just looks so good. It's amazing that someone like Chris is still working on these courses. I mean, it's just unreal. It is unreal. This is probably one of the hardest holes I've played. I made a mess of the green mile in the tips tour. My swing is just not anywhere near it should be, not anywhere near my best. And I made a complete mess of these last 2 holes. But man, Chris has just done an amazing job. This course looks unreal. And go put one down in the hollow where everybody was missing it today. Saw so many pros go down here. But yeah, Course of the Week, Quail Hollow Championship Edition. Make sure you check that out. It is fantastic. What else have we got to talk about today? Fire some questions. If you've got any questions, let me know. Scott just finished my course. Portal Premier, going to try it out. Oh, then it'll get released. I was going to say I could check it out now, Ian. Go play a few holes. Is there another course called Portal? I swear there was another course called Portal on the GS Pro software. So yeah, let's see. I've got the Unicore iMini out at the moment because I'm going to do a long-term review on it. It's been a while, and I think the iMini deserves it because the iMini, really, when I got it, I was so unimpressed with it. I was just disappointed. There were so many issues with it. I'm happy to say now the iMini is performing. It is performing really well. I think GS Pro just froze on me. Yeah, the iMini is really performing well. It's just gone from strength to strength, and it's at a point now where realistically between the iMini and the GC3 in Australia, you'd be really have to convince yourself to get a GC3. I know they do have the new GC3 that has the subscription model now, which could be an option, but to me, I mean, the iMini is doing just as good. So I've got to say, like, realistically, what's the point? The iMini is just performing. Let's head to the facility. I do, in the future, I've got probably an early announcement, but I'm going to work on a new facility, and it's going to be all about putting, and probably pretty early to be announcing this, but I've just started discussions now with Scott to try and get a facility on GS Pro built that is teaching people how to read greens using Aimpoint Express. So the plan is to have a facility that you can go to that's just going to be all putting. It's going to be a short game facility. So I might have, you know, areas to chip from as well, but it's predominantly going to be a putting facility in GS Pro that is going to have aim points depending on what speed green you're using. It'll have something that you can toggle on and off, kind of like the new Masters course, the Georgia Golf Club, how you can toggle off the grandstands and turn them on. So the plan is, and hopefully we can get this to work, the plan is to have something that you can toggle on and off that will give you a stick on the green. So if I go to hole 11, for instance, this is our 1% slope green, you'll have a putt like this, and then you'll be able to do your aim point, so we can pick where we want to aim, and then what you can do to check it is you can toggle on, say the, I don't know, call it the JLG line or something. You can turn that on and it will give you a stick of exactly where it should be for that putt. So when you stand up there and do your aim point, you can actually say, okay, that spot that I've picked is incorrect or correct, and you can calibrate also how far your finger needs to be. So that's the plan. It is an early announcement, but that's the plan of what this new facility is going to be. So yeah, hopefully it comes to fruition. It'd be really good, and I think it'd be amazing just for myself. That's why, selfishly I want to do it. Another really cool thing that I should say as well, Ian, I don't know if you noticed, but if you go to Sunday pins, if you've seen the Aimpoint Express videos, then this facility would probably look very familiar to you. I don't know what you would have had your lesson at Woburn, was it? This little area should look very familiar to you because this is the short game area at Woburn. So yeah, you'll probably, I don't know if you've noticed that, Ian, but you would have got your lesson from Jamie here. Yeah, you would have got your lesson on this facility, I'm sure. So little Easter egg there, I guess. So the only thing with GS Pro is just navigating navigating a facility. Let's select a different hole. Oh, it's not letting me drop myself over there. Free flight mode's active, that's why. Yeah, so this little facility is this is Woburn. Which pin was that? I got no idea. I just selected a random pin. Oh, sorry, the actual pins. So what you want to do when you actually enter this, so let me go back. I'll show you this. So to get to this short game area, you want to select Sunday pins and blue tees. So let's go practice, on-course practice. Then we'll go to the facility and you want to select blue pins and Sunday. Sunday pins, blue tees. And then that should go straight to that short game area. Open it in the on-course practice so you can move around. But it's just one of the limitations of GS Pro. I do actually have, I'm sure I shared it on the Lagowski Golf group. There was a cheat sheet that I had. I'm sure I shared it to the group. I'll have to share it again. Yeah, there we go. So now we're at the facility. I've got it on my iPad now. Let me find it. Yep, I got it on my iPad now. So I'll share that. I'll share that to the group again. And it'll be an ever-evolving sheet. And if people want to add to it, then definitely add to it. I'll do that later. There you go. Tomat's got it on his wall. So there you go. People are using it. Yeah, that's the cheat sheet. Yeah, so it's a guide. I did a video, but I did also create a cheat sheet, and then someone else actually created one and sent it to me. It might have even been Tomat. I can't remember. Someone created one. So I had my own that I was starting to make, and then someone else made one as well, and they sent it to me. And I think I put the one in the group that someone else made. Yeah, I'm sure I did. It is good to see so many members joining the channel now. It is fantastic. How do you get to the putting area? So, Jonathan, are you talking about this area? This is blue tees Sunday pins. if you want to access the percentage slope greens, then you've got to go to the, what is it? Is it Thursday pins? And then you've got to drop yourself back over there. Let me go back to this. And now you've got, so hole 14 is the 4% slope greens, which are diabolical. And then you've got 14, 13, 12, 11. So 11 is 1, 12 is 2, 13 is 3, 14 is 4% slope, which if you try and putt on a 14% slope with stimp 13 greens, your putt needs to be perfect. So if we go course setup, we've got stimp 13. This needs to be just ridiculous. 13 feet, we've got to play 4%. I don't even think that's going to be enough, to be honest. Oh, that actually looks almost right. Let's hit a putt. So 13.5 feet. It's just crazy the amount of break you need to play. And this will not stop. So if this misses the hole, it's going to be about 30 feet away. Oh, he's jarred it. I mean, honestly, Aim Point Express works. Just do it. Just try it. Let me just miss it, and I'll show you how far it'll roll down. That is ridiculous. Go and try that putt, and I guarantee it will do this. So if we're short or we're just long, I'll just go short. Watch where this ends up on stimp 13. Goodbye. So yeah, it's crazy how accurate Aim Point Express can be in this simulator environment, especially when you know the percent of the actual greens. So we know this is a calibrated 4% slope, and so using the 4 fingers, I just lined it up with the middle of the hole and then the outside and put the stick there, and then it's all about speed, hitting it with the correct speed. We got Jay in the house. There you go. See, I didn't know Rich was the Aim Point Express. I'm thinking about doing the actual course. I'm thinking about doing the actual Aim Point course and becoming a certified coach. Let's change. I'll exit out of this. Did you say not officially or officially? Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows Rich. He's a fantastic coach. He actually just left KDV, I'm pretty sure. I think he's moved on from there. I don't know where he's gone. I think he might be doing his own thing. I saw that on his, I think it was his Facebook group. Definitely check out, or like his Instagram or something. I saw something saying I think he's moving on. But I could be wrong in saying that, so I'm not sure. Let's get some PGA Championship vibes going. Who's everybody got in the final round? It is hard to bet against Scheffler. And now it's even harder for me to pull for Rahm because he's so far back. But you never know. You never know. What I didn't realize is how amazing Davis Riley's golf swing is. Like, far out, that guy swings it so good. It's good to see Johnny Vegas back as well. Like, he swings it just as good as well. You've got to go with Scotty. You just have to go with Scotty. You just can't see him losing it, really. It's his to lose. DeChambeau was up there. He had a chance, but that double bogey at 17 just set him back. Unfortunately, Foxy had a bad round this morning as well. Harris is saying, how far are you from your screen is your ball when you're putting? It is 9 feet, Harris, I'm pretty sure. I don't have my tape measure in here. It's 9 feet. About 9 feet. But I've got in the settings in GS Pro, we've got to have a chat about this. I think it's under system. Where is it? Where can you enter the actual, is it visual settings? Camera options? No. Oh, there we go. I've got screen width and screen width in there, Harris. So I should actually offset my putting because I am actually offset slightly. Oh, I guess with putting, I hit from the left side, so it's more in the middle. But I've got, I'll share this. So that's what I've got set up. I've got my screen width in there. And then my putting is, I kind of hit more from the middle, to be honest. Yeah, so Ian, when I hit from more of the center to right side of my strip. So I'll hit from over here. Then when I putt, I go to this line. So I'm putting from here. So it is more in the center of my screen. Whereas when I hit, it is kind of offset a little bit. So that's probably why I originally did it. And I've just forgotten that I did that. Mob is saying, have you ever adjusted the weights on your Aerojet LS driver? I find the neutral setting is too draw bias for my swing. Thanks, mate. And yes, I have. I've tinkered a lot with this driver. What am I in now? I've currently got the weight to fade. So I've got the big weight in the toe, the 12, and then the 3 in the heel. And that's where I've hit my roof multiple times with this driver. And also, where is it? Oh, there's a big ding there as well. You can see where I hit the roof. I haven't hit it recently though, touch wood. But yes, I have. I play around with that a fair bit. Bought an 8 gram to replace the 3 gram. Yeah, I should actually, yeah, I'm thinking of potentially getting a new driver. I don't think I need an LS anymore. I think the way my swing's going, and it's kind of good. I think my swing is actually, I need more spin if that makes sense. So my swing's potentially becoming a bit more neutral, and I think I need a bit more spin, which is kind of good because then I can go to a driver that has a bit more MOI. So I'm thinking of getting the new Cobra, just the, I think it's just the Max, or is it the K? I can't remember. I was looking at it the other night. I think it's on my phone. I'm thinking, honestly, I think, to be honest, it's just my swing. It's my swing that needs the work. But I do think that the driver will definitely help out, just get a bit more forgiveness. I did have it up. I must have gone off it. It is the X. Cobra DS Adapt X is the one I'm looking at. And I'm pretty sure that's the one that, oh, what's his name? The Cobra sign guy played really well yesterday. Not today, though. Having a mental blank. I'll try and look at the leaderboard. Max Homer. I'm pretty sure that is the driver Max Homa is using, because when I saw him, a picture of him zoomed in with his finish, it had the single weight at the front. So I think that's what he's using. I'm pretty sure he is. Because as well, the new LS from Cobra, it's 440cc, I think. So it's a little smaller as well. So for me, I'm like, I don't need that in my life. I need forgiveness. I might check out a ping as well, but last time I hit the ping drivers, I lost ball speed. And so for me, I'm not the longest anyway, so I need the ball speed. Like I can't afford to just give up 4 miles an hour ball speed like that. And that's what happened when I went and tested the ping head to head against the Cobra, the Titleists, and the TaylorMade. The Cobra and the Titleist were the quickest in ball speed for me. Looking back, the TSR3 was probably the driver I should have got because it spun just a little bit more than the Cobra LS. But hey, we live and learn. I'm thinking I need to go to a driver that's just a bit more forgiving and just generates a bit more spin. The Dark Speed X, the DS Adapt seems great, but expensive, and I don't think I need. Yeah. Honestly, I think, to be honest, the drivers now, they're not like leaps and bounds ahead each year. Realistically, all the manufacturers are doing are shifting around center of gravity. And that's kind of what they do each year, just trying to optimize it. If you can get fit into a Dark Speed X, then, you know, you had a new DS Adapt X, honestly, they'd be the same. There wouldn't be much between them. Do you use K2Ts? Yes, Ian, I do. I love my K2Ts. I've got them. I've helped Kevin with these tees just with the durability. I did, when he sent them to me originally, I had issues with them breaking in certain places. And so they've beefed up the actual connection point. They've beefed up this diamond. They've also beefed up certain areas of the tees. And I've been using this tee for about at least 6 months now, and it's still going strong. So, yep, I've got my K2 tees, and I'm pretty sure Kevin is going to be sending me some new lanyards. So the new lanyards that look really sweet. They've changed the connector as well. So the connector's got a new clip, which looks a lot better, and it honestly is a lot better. You can get personalized bags as well now. They're fantastic. Jez, for your facility, honestly, get some bags made, and Kevin will do your logo on the bag. They look really cool. For a facility, yep, I'd recommend it. Get the new ones. Talk to Kevin. He's a really good guy. But yeah, I would 100% get K2Ts. They're fantastic. They do, like, you can see mine. I've been using this for ages, like I've said. You can see they do deform. So they're made out of plastic that you can like just squish and mold. So if your tees start to get a little bit bent out of shape, you can just kind of just bend them back a little bit, and they last forever. The weak point now on the tees, and I've highlighted this to Kevin, the weak point on the tees now are this top lip. So this top lip is the bit that is starting to, and what happens with these is they eventually just break, but it takes a long time for them to break. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend K2Ts. They're fantastic. If you're going to do them in a facility as well, Jez, talk to Kevin about you can get anchor bags with different connection points all around them. So one of the issues I have with having 3 T's on there is they can get twisted up and they can get tangled. So if you can, then talk to them about getting different anchor points on the bag itself. So then hopefully you don't get as many tangle. But they're much better than using those burr tees. Those burr tees just fly everywhere, and they're just, yeah. They work, but they're just not good. You're going to lose so many of them. Would you consider a random wedge area in your new facility? Potentially, I could potentially do one of the tees there. So the issue with GS Pro is you still have these limitations because it has to be set up as a golf course. And so my plan was just to have a facility where you could basically just do putting, and then you could go and use like the local match option, and you could play 4 different courses, 4 different tee locations to do different aim point ranges essentially. So I was going to have like 6 feet and in as like the say ladies tees or red tees, and then having that 7 to 20 feet as like the next range, or 7 to 10 feet maybe, and then having, longer than 20, and then have double breakers. So that was my plan, is to break it down into the aim point areas and just have focus, courses for that. Additionally, you can do skills challenges. So skills challenges are fantastic. I'll have to have a think, but potentially we could do a random wedge area. The good thing about the practice facility in GS Pro is you kind of have that anyway. So you can, and I know you know this, but for people that don't know, I'll just go into the GS Pro practice range. And a lot of people still don't know about this. I know you do, Harris, but I'll just, I'll show it off for people anyway. But yeah, so I'm thinking that new facility will be like hopefully, it won't be called Aim Point, but it'll be called maybe something else, like the Joe Lagowski putting training or something facility. I don't know. We'll have a think. But that's the plan, to have, short putts, and then those mid-range putts, then long putts, and then double breakers, something like that. So if we go to the range and we go to dynamic holes and you click random, you can then select different distances that you want to hit. So you can go, say, 61 yards to 103. Let's just say that. One thing I will say about this random area, it does actually annoy me, because I'll set up ranges and I'll have it from, I'll try and show you guys this now. Say I want shots from 80 to 84 yards. I've got 179. Like, I wanted it from 80. So I think GS Pro needs to fix the algorithm. They need to fix it, because you'll get shots that aren't actually the distance that you want. So, and it's weird. I'll hit a shot and I'll see what it gives me next. Because to me, if you've got an area that you say you want, say, 80 to 84 yards, I want the pin, I want the flag between those distances. I don't want it outside those distances. And I know it's uphill, so technically it's playing 80 yards, but this is, just hit a shot. This is like, this is not bad because it's close to that 80 yards, but that was a bit rough. Okay, 97. See, I'm sure I selected between 85 yards. I did 80 to 84, and now I've got a 97-yard shot, and now got a 99-yard shot. So that and I know they're uphill, downhill, but this is 96. So to me, they need to fix this algorithm, because it's just not, just doesn't give you the actual shot that you want. It's close, it's very close, but it's still not within the actual parameters that I set. So to me, they need to work on this. And I'm doing it correct. I've got min distance, max distance, so I don't know. Oh, we've got a new member. Welcome, Jonathan. You've been a long-time subscriber, I know that. I guarantee, Jonathan, you did that because of the aim point video. Let me know if you did. I think there'll be a few people joining for that aim point video. We got the iMini running. iMini's so good now. Yeah, Jonathan, if you are in the chat, let me know if you joined for that aim point video. I think it's going to be interesting to track over the next few days how many new members we get. Okay, Harry. Yeah, the targets on the current facility are too small. Yeah, I think, yeah, the facility that we have at the moment, it needs to be redone. It definitely needs to be redone. I think there's a few things I'd like to change. Um, yeah, I'll have to reach out to Scott. There's a few things I want to change on that facility, but it's all investing time, and time is those course builders. Scott, he's pretty busy now with builds, so thanks for that, Jez. Yeah, the member videos are something I want to do more of. It's finding topics that are really, you know, really good and actually help people as well, that I need to sit down and have a think. And I'm so busy at the moment, like with my work at the moment, it's just madness. But I do want to do more videos. Like, I got super excited about the Aimpoint Express, and I got super excited about making a member video for that, because I knew this was like, hey, this is big. This is big. This will teach you how to putt on GS, not only on GS Pro, but in real life as well, like on the golf course. Yeah, there's a massive video for that I think I hope people watch that video, that Aimpoint video, because yeah, to me it's like you've got a system that works. You've got a system that works. Yes, you have to refine it. You do have to refine it. You have to practice it. But yeah, to me, it's fantastic. It is honestly fantastic. Course management. I need to learn that myself first, I think. My course management. Well, this funny thing is, in real life, my course management is actually pretty good. In GS Pro, it's not so good. In GS Pro, we try and hit the miracle shots. Yeah, Ian, that comment wound me up. He got me. Fish on. Like, I was, as soon as I read that comment, I was like, I totally disagree with this comment. If you're slow, then, get penalized no matter what system you use. I spent more time traditionally reading the putts than I did with Aimpoint when I played outside last week. Last week, it was basically stand on the line, I've got my read. Whereas, before, I was going around the hole, I was looking for high points, I was looking for low points, doing all the wrong things. And it's insane. I didn't know how to read greens. I honestly didn't know. It's just mad. I went through my whole, when I was trying to play professionally, when thought I was really good, when I thought I was, and I went through all that time, and I didn't actually know how to read a putt. It's a skill that I don't think it's not easy to teach. And I think it's not easy to teach because a lot of people don't know how to do it. It's insane to me. Like, I feel like now I could give, and I hope through that video, let me know if I need to do another one, but I hope through that video, I've really passed on some knowledge that I really think will help people. I genuinely think that video will help people read putts. Jonathan saying, I've been Aimpoint for a while now, learned from a South African guy who posted a great video. Oh, I've seen that video. That's Sidekick. Is it Golf Sidekick? He's hilarious. He's got so many videos. He does an amazing job. Ian saying that comment got me as well. Yeah, Harris, it's funny. I do think every time I'm about to do something stupid in GS Pro, which happens quite a lot, I do think of you. Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate that, mate. You've been a long time, a seriously long time follower. The hardest part is learning the degrees. Yes, I agree with that, mate. Even outside, when I was using it the other day, it is very hard to feel the slope, which is why I have that Y Golf slope board, which is good, but I don't think it's perfect. I think I'm potentially going to make some platforms that I stand on, because I feel like with that Y Golf board, and let me explain this. I was thinking about this, and I think what makes it hard to feel slope with this is it is a constant curve. And they've done that because they can fit it into this package. This actually separates, so it gets quite small. But I think the reason they've done it is to keep it compact. But what I don't like about this board is you're always standing on a slope, if that makes sense. So like if I try and do a zero read, so I get my feet in the middle, let me set this up over here. I'll try and show this. If I set this up on the ground and I want a zero slope, I stand with my feet on the fours. So my feet are now, I should be feeling zero slope, but because the board has a curve to it, it does feel like my feet are rolled in, if that makes sense. So it gives a very weird feeling of a zero slope. Like to me, that's a zero slope. When I stand on this, I feel like my feet are coming in. And as I go up the board, so say if I want to feel a 2% slope, that feels a bit more genuine. That feels a bit more realistic. But I still, on my left foot, I feel like it's bowing in a little bit. The weight's going towards my inner foot. So it's not a perfect training aid. It is good, but it's not perfect. So that's why I think if I just get some just boards, just a bit of wood, and then I just create like a little wedge and then measure it and make sure it is like a 1 degree, 2 degree slope. I think that will be better to train myself indoors. However, it's not going to be as compact as that Y Golf board. So that's my genuine thoughts. And I might do a video on that. I probably should have said it in the video, but I was thinking about it last night. This is why I have trouble sleeping. I go to bed and I think about all these things and it just, but yeah, I think that's not a perfect system for indoors. I think you could create, just get a bit of wood, plywood or whatever, make sure it's thick enough so it doesn't bend, and then just angle it up slightly. You could probably do something like that. Another JLG product. Yeah. Yeah. Stand by for the video on the impact strips. I've got to make a fair few of those today. A digital level. Yeah, that's what I'm going to buy, a digital level. I did say I was going to link one in the description, but I haven't bought one yet. So have you got, Ian, if you've got a good one, that works, definitely let me know, because I'm going to buy one and then I'll have to use it outside when I actually get outside, which is like 3 times a year. But hopefully in the future, we'll have more time to get outdoors. Fingers crossed. Strokes gained has improved by 4 since I started using aim point. Honestly, I putted so good the other day when I was playing outside. And I think for me, it was, when I used to read putts with my eyes, and this is going to sound crazy, but I always over-read putts and I would read way too much into putts. And the funny thing is, when I was outside the other week, I'd stand on the line and I didn't know what I was doing, but I was standing on the line feeling it. And I was like, that feels like nothing. And so I played no break on the majority of my putts and I putted amazing. A lot of them went in. I'd say I made a lot of putts, which was, it was good. And I think it was just playing less break, just aiming straight most of the time, funnily enough. Yeah, Golf Sidekick did do a video. When I was doing my video, and his video explained aim point quite in depth. I guess it didn't go into the nuts and bolts like my member video about distances and different fingers, but to me, I'm going, you got to be careful. Like if you're going to be talking that much in depth about this system that is, well, I guess they've got like some sort of like legal patent on it. You've got to become an aim point coach. I don't know. That's why I didn't put much in my video for the main channel. Harris, I have thought of that. I would love to do it. Logistically, it's quite hard. It's quite hard to make look nice, if that makes sense. So I did a video on what bag was it? The bag that, trying to think of the name. another mental blank. The Sunday bag. I did a video on the Sunday bag, and that video I did outdoors, I filmed myself. It was actually quite hard to film myself playing. I definitely would love to do that. Again, that is just massively time consuming. With my work and with family and with everything, I just don't have the time to go play outside, which is why I built the sim. But maybe in the future, that might be, an option. I know, Ian, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's exactly right. And that's why I kind of put my toe up to the line, I feel like, in my video I put on my channel, but I didn't cross it. So yeah, that's it, Harris. I'd need someone to video. And that's why I love watching like Peter Finch players. Quest for the Open videos are fantastic. But that's why I love the Quest for the Open. It's edited, it's done with multiple cameras, with multiple people. It's a whole team of people doing it. And I think if my channel ever got to the point where I could get someone to do that, then yeah, absolutely. Call it point your finger point. Yeah. See, that's the thing. And look, I respect the guys. I respect Mark Sweeney and the guys who have come up with it. So I'd probably go down the line of actually just becoming a qualified aim point instructor and then just doing it that way. But that's just me. All right, that is going to be pretty much it for today's video. Let me know if you've got any more questions. I will be trying to watch the final round tomorrow. And I cannot see Scotty Scheffler losing. Yeah, Harris, maybe that's where it has to start. Maybe that's where it has to start. I've got to try and become a member somewhere, and I've got to get some videos out potentially. But I think, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Would it interest you to see like a game improvement series? Let me know. Go get some lessons. And I've been watching Josh Oddie recently. He's put out some really, really good videos just of him getting a lesson, getting fit for clubs. I love those videos. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that. I filmed a par 3 course a couple of days ago, Jez. I've got to edit it and put it out. I played horrible, so you've got a chance. All right, maybe that's something I have to look into. We'll go and potentially get some lessons somewhere. See, the other thing is I don't know how receptive people would be to me actually filming the lesson. So that's the other thing I've got to go and actually check. Hey, do you mind if I film this lesson? So that's the other thing. Maybe I'll do some stuff in the sim as well. We've got some stuff. Maybe I'll look at using some AI swing trainers and some things and see what they say, and then go and get a lesson from a PGA pro. It does put pressure on the coach. It 100% does. BMAX, quickly, I'll talk about this. So BMAX saying, just jumping on, this new beta from MLM2 Pro has got me thinking about selling the BLP and downsizing to the MLM2 Pro. What I'll say is I wouldn't do that if you want to get a simulator golf experience. And the reason for that is with this, not going to have putting, and chipping is, for me, still, the chipping was better. To me, the chipping is still not that good. I think it's amazing. If you want to work on your game and all you're worried about is working on your game and improving, you don't care about playing simulator golf, this is fantastic. I could not recommend this product more for inside and also outside. But if you want to play simulator golf, if you want to actually, hit shots, hit some bump and run chip shots, hit some putts, I wouldn't be going to the MLM2 Pro. Cameras for Pro T. Pro T, hopefully they watched, I know they watched the video. I talked to Dennis. He said that the team has watched the video for the top 10 requests from the channel, and I'm happy to say they're looking at it. The things that we recommended are on their radar. So hopefully we get some things from that top 10 list soon. Fingers crossed. It is the year of software for Pro T. So hopefully we can see some big improvements from Pro T going forward. For cameras, Ian, check I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link. That's what I'll do. Have I talked to you on Facebook, Ian, or Instagram? I can't remember. But the Katon 720p cameras, I'll send you a link. Let me just I've actually got one in my Amazon cart right now because I'm about to buy another one that I can sit in front of me. What you want is, I'll try put a link in the description, but you want Katon 125 frame per second wide angle, these ones on Amazon. I'll try and drop what I'll do actually is I'll just get them on Amazon now and I'll drop a link. You're in the UK, so you'll just have to find the ones that fit you from Amazon UK. But what you want, actually, I've just got it in my basket. So you can get ones with the 2.5mm lens is from 6 to 8 feet. If you want shorter than that, you can get the 2.1mm lens. So the closer the lens gets to the camera, the shorter focal point you're going to get. So these ones for me, 6 to 8 feet fit perfectly. But let me send this. I'll just copy the link and put it in the chat now. Then it's done. These are the ones you want. Now that is the Australian link. Sorry, you'll have to just you'll have to go in there and change it to the UK. What I'll do is I'll send you this. That's the actual description. That's what they're under on Amazon. That's the one I've got for my rear facing. And then I'm going to get the exact same one for front on because I actually got a 1080p one with a bigger lens that's not global shutter. Don't do that. You want global shutter. This one, it needs so much light. This is a Katon 120 frame per second. It's got 2.8 to 12mm lens. So you can see the lens on there. You can focal it, you can adjust it. This one for me was no good. I'm not happy with this. So yeah, I'm not going to keep this. I'll probably list it on Marketplace. It won't sell, and then it'll just sit on my shelf indefinitely. But yeah, I don't use this. What you want to get as well is if you don't have like a tripod, what I use to put it on my back wall, I got these off Amazon as well. So these are like just little adjustable camera mounts that you can adjust them, and the camera just screws onto there, and then they just screw into the wall. They're cheap and nasty, but they work, and they're about 10 bucks, I think, off Amazon. Okay, the Night Shepherd. Yeah, no worries, BMac. Like I said, the chipping to me it's still not perfect. It's still not, it's a lot better than it was. It's still not perfect. Just wanted to thank you for all the videos with GS Pro and the R10. Played my first SGT rounds webcam putting yesterday and I'm hooked. The Night Shepherd, that is fantastic to hear. I love that. The R10, spin axis, look, spin axis is estimated. Apart from that though, the data is seriously good on the R10. Like ball speeds and everything are fantastic. All right, guys, that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, what I did want to announce, I forgot this. What I did want to announce is I'm going to be playing in Blitz. Sorry, let me get the name up. There's a new paid tour on SGT. It's called Blitz Quest. So I will be playing in the Blitz Quest. That is was a $200 entry fee. Think of it like a pay-for-play tour. There's five or six events throughout the year. So Blitz Quest is something that's just come to SGT. I'm going to be playing those events. They have to be done live streamed. So I'm going to be live streaming them at some point. The first one, I think it's got to be done by June. So I'm going to be playing the first ones. I might even play one today. So yeah, they've got to be done by the 1st of June. I might play them next Friday, potentially. So Blitz Quest, be on the lookout for those videos. They will be live streamed. The swing, just bear with me. I'm battling through some stuff. The swing just feels horrendous, but we'll get through it and we'll just chop it around for the first few, and then hopefully we can start playing better again shortly. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys for SimWorld next week. All right, guys. Cheers for joining in.